Hey, greetings everybody. Good evening and welcome to the stream. Gonna take a look at the Talionis account tonight. Got some stuff to do. Gonna hit level 81 pretty much as soon as we click something tonight, so that's good. We'll level up. I don't think level 81 gets us much of anything. 80 got us mod slicing materials. So we have been able to farm up some mod slicing materials here. And we will therefore also be able to slice some mods tonight. So we're going to hit level 81, slice mods. We're going to try to put together the 3 fastest mod sets that we can put together. And then we're going to try to swap those mod sets back and forth between different characters for the raid. See what we can do. That's the plan for tonight. Jar Jar Binks is in the house saying hi. Ben Williams here. Liam K says, hey, evening DL. Well, good evening. The events are up and running. As you can see, I didn't store or warehouse energy on this account. We're just going with what we've got. So let's get in here and hit level 81 first. That's the first thing on the agenda. Dash Rendar, we have 310 of his shards. Once we get to 330, we could be done with this farm. So 318 ain't bad. Alright. And then let's go farm some other nodes. We've got to be very close to hitting that level up. Alright, we farm Piet first. Get that taken care of. Dank Ideal says, I was watching your video and then the live stream started. Yeah. Alright, well, got my update for the Darth Locator account out today too. Got so many things to work on. My goodness. We got Ray unlocked on that account. That's pretty fantastic. Alright, we got Piet farmed for the day. Go up to Vandor Chewbacca. Farm him next. We'll do a couple refreshes over here. Farm up a bunch of characters. I like to do a lot of hard farms. The gear is coming out of the shop nicely. I'm stocked up on a whole bunch of gear that I will need already. So I can't put it on the characters yet because I'm too low level. But once I get high enough level, I'll be able to gear up characters. I've been buying some gear already out of the raid store. So that's good. Alright, we're done farming Django. Who else do we need to farm here? Okay, we did this. Come back to Radis. And we'll farm here. And we will get no Radis shards, but a bunch of Seer Junda. That's nice. We farmed up Seer Junda a little bit anyway. For our Galactic War teams. Going to my 12th week with this cough, guys. I still haven't managed to shake this cough or figure out what's causing it. I got sick, I got better, and then the cough just stuck around. It's like permanent. Really super annoying. Captain Rex. See if we can hit up some of him. Alright, that's going to be it for the farming. I've got a few more crystals, but we are going to do some mod refreshing. So we're going to save it. We're doing these basic mod materials here. We just need a bunch of them to get started with our mod slicing. We'll need some of these too. So let's grab a couple refreshes over here. Alright, that should give us some stuff. How many of these pins we got? 240. All right. we'll be able to look at some mods. Fleet, let's go shake off that extra energy we got for leveling up. Can't let our energy be maxed out. That's a crime. Alright, and I know there's probably somebody out there who's twitching who's like, if you'd spent all your energy in all these different areas, you would have gotten one more energy today. That's true. If I'd have spent it down and not maxed out my energy, I probably would have generated an extra energy. But that's okay. Alright, farm Sunfac, farm a little bit of that Anakin's ship. And then we'll go in there tomorrow with the rest of our energy, and we will be farming Grief Karga. So those are the 3 fleet nodes that I'm hitting right now. Still working on Sunfac, still working on Anakin, and then working on Grief Karga. Alrighty. We got Cantina energy back again, so we can go back, hit more Dash Rendar. Oof! 322, 8 shards away, and we'll be done. Or is he already unlocked? Did we already unlock him? I better go look. I'm farming his shards like he's not even unlocked yet, but if I did unlock him, then I am already done. Alright, let's go look for scoundrels. Let's see. There he is. He's not even unlocked yet. Okay. Alright. So we're good. We're good. We're still on the track to 330. While we're here, we're going to take Han Solo and we're going to build him. Remember last week I tried to build 3 teams of 3 and I ended up 1 character short because I thought that I had 5-starred my Akbar. But Akbar was not 5 stars. Alright, so here we go. We got Han going here. We'll level him up, put some skills on him, and then we'll do our mod stuff for the week on his mods. I've been doing a better job of logging in and getting my purple materials from the web store. So that's nice, but we're still out of Omegas. We're always out of Omegas. Got to make sure we only put Omegas on the absolute key skills. Everything Han has is important, so we'll Omega all that eventually. We're just saving it for now. Okay, let's go in and let's manage mods. I don't know if I farmed many mods at all this week, but we'll go through the process here and see what we've got. What do we got for gray mods? We got some that are level 9, and that's from last time. So we didn't farm any mods. We just farmed slicing materials. Okay. So we'll go to the finish and slice grays. I don't know about these 3-speed mods. We may end up selling off a bunch of those, but right here at first, if it's got critical damage on a triangle, for example, or offense on a triangle, we might still try even some 3-speed mods today. I don't think we'll get there, though. Okay, so in our finish and slice gray, we have to change that for today. So what we have to do is take off unassigned mods, because we really do want to see the mods that are already on characters and 15. Those are the ones we're going to slice first. Alright, so let's see. Let's see. What do I want to do here? So I think I might want to start from the top down, you know? We might want to start from the top down. So let's pick all the mod tiers and really go by the fastest mods. And we'll see if we have enough materials to slice up top here. We'll slice the very fastest mods we have first. Look at that. First mod, 5 rolls, 24 speed. Let's go. Let's bounce. All right. No deal. You would have made 2 energy, not 1. That's double. 2 energy because it's double drops. Maybe it's an old wives' tale, but I still find honey and lemons is great. The lemon decongests and then the honey has antibacterial properties. So here's my jug of honey. This is how much honey I have consumed in the last few weeks, right? So we are regular consumers of honey, and it does nothing. It does nothing. The cough is coming from way down here. It's not like a tickle in my throat or something. It's coming from my lungs being irritated, like way down in my chest. So I'm eating the honey. You know, that was actually recommended by my doctor, apparently. If you buy honey that's local to the area that you're in, it carries certain types of pollen and helps you with allergies. So so I followed that advice, and I've been eating all kinds of honey. But yeah, it certainly doesn't stop the coughing so far. Okay, here's another 16 speed mod. 16 on 4 rolls is pretty low quality. We got like 3s and 4s all over the place. But you know, that's all we got. So we're going to go ahead and try it. All right, here we've got an 11 speed on 3 rolls. I'm not even going to mess with that. Here's an 11 speed on 2 rolls. That's a good one. We can slice that twice. See what we get. Come on, 4 speed, 15. That's okay. I'll take that. And offense. Oh, fine. Be that way. Let's see what else we got here. 10 speed on 2 rolls. Not good enough to go past purple. 10 speed. This is kind of it's a decent mod. We could take it to purple. 10 speed's good enough to try and fail. Tenacity, we don't like this. These are 9 speed mods. All right, so at this point now, we're going to change the filter and we're going to go back and look for something better. We'll set that to the gray mods. And we'll start looking for the best 5 speed mods that we have. This one's nice. It's got good stats on it. And with these mods, it's just going to be, we hit them once, and if they get speed, we continue. And if they don't, we're done with them after 1 try. That allows us to test a whole lot of these 5 speed mods. There we got 9. With a 9 speed mod, I'm willing to take it to blue, but not purple. Okay, it missed speed, so we're done with it. This is decent stats. It's got tenacity, but crit chance and potency, protection main stat. It's fine. It's a miss. This one, that's pretty good too. Flat offense, potency, defense. I'll take all that stuff. Nope. Flat protection, crit chance, health. That's not so fantastic. We can wait on that one. Flat offense and percent offense on the same mod, plus 6 speed. That's worth keeping going. We'll take that one to purple. And it doesn't hit, so we're done. All right, fine. Now we're going to focus on mainly triangles because I'm running out of slicing materials so fast. Crit chance. Crit chance is good in the early game, but I value crit damage in the long run higher. So we'll do some triangles and crosses here. Offense main stat with a speed substat. That's pretty good. We miss. Potency. You know, we need potency for stuff. It's not a defense mod, but that's fine. 4 speed, we'll take it to blue. Doesn't hit, we'll be done. Protection main stat on a triangle. That's good for Bosk. It's good for quite a few characters, but we missed the speed on it. Potency here. Try it. All right. Health here. That's not such a great mod. Not really excited about that one. This is crit damage. We always want crit damage. Hum. Oh, I see, because these are only at level 12. They haven't been leveled up yet. Crit chance. I don't think we want that. Health on a crit chance mod with crit chance substat. I don't know. I feel like we would want crit damage on that. So we're going to skip it. Take a look at this one. We're not 4 speed. Crit damage 4 speed. We'll take this up. 8 speed. It's worth going to blue. Misses on that. Alright, so we'll just go back and look for some more good 5 speed mods to hit. Potency mod with a potency substat. Pretty much anything we do here is going to be okay. It's tempting to hit this one again. It is tempting. But we won't. We'll maintain our discipline here. That's crit chance. It's not a great mod, but we'll see. Maybe it can be a speed mod. Nope. 3 speed? Oof. That's a mother-in-law mod. I want to hit it, but I know I shouldn't. Alright. Let's see. It's worth trying. We got 5 more attempts. Ooh, 6 speed hits to 11. There we go to 15. Keep them coming. One more try. Take me to 21, baby. Or not. Still, that's a good mod. We'll lock it down. That's got good potential when it goes to 6 dot someday. Potency mod, bad substats, but it's a potency mod. Protection, it's okay. 8 speed, it's a cross. We'll try one more on a cross. Oh, 6 speed, it redeemed itself. 14, we're back into good stats. Alright. And then we're out of stuff to go to gold. Protection, offense. Alright, let's take this one up. 8 speed, again. Doesn't make the cut. Alright. Defense, tenacity, health, protection, flat health. That's a super defensive mod. I don't know if I really like the tenacity on there. A lot of these mods I would try later on, but right now, while I've only got some slicing materials, it doesn't feel that great. Alright, so let's go in here and pick our mod character thing, but then what we're going to do is we're going to take off those check marks, and we're going to try to build the 2 fastest or 3 fastest sets that we can. We're going to steal mods from anybody to do so. Alright, so Han Solo doesn't deserve the fastest set. I think we've got Moff Gideon, so let's start there. Alright, where's Moff Gideon? Oof. Moff Gideon needs some work. We had to leave him at 50. Oh, good gravy. Oh, this is the training droid issue. We're still out of training droids. Zoiks. I need to figure out how to get more training droids. 64, huh? I don't even think we can take him to 64, can we? No. We're out of the droids. Alright, let's catch up on chat here. RoboVolk says, is that real honey? Hey DL, maybe you had pneumonia. I did. I did have pneumonia. That's correct. Yeah, I heard that a lot of honey is not real honey. Okay, so I'll put the honey up again, and we'll put it closer to the screen this time, and you guys can see that this is Texas raw unfiltered honey. So this is locally supplied, unfiltered, raw. That's what I was recommended to get by the doctor. So it's dark. It's like super dark. It doesn't look corn syrupy. It's super dark. I don't know. Honey has a certain texture to it, right? Like I ate honey a lot when I was a kid because I grew up on a farm and we had honey. So yeah, I don't know. I think fake honey probably lacks that texture. But nope. This is local stuff from a verified supplier. So it is definitely real honey. Okay, so Moff Gideon. I think I already put some decent mods on him. Yeah, so he's got a 16 speed mod there. 16, 12. Can we do better than 12? We cannot. 8 speed, we can do better than 8 now, right? 14. From a speed set. So we can take 24 speed. This is not sorted by speed. What is going on? Assign that. Okay. And then we can assign a defense mod of some kind here. Let's go look for one that's new. Do we just have a defense mod with speed somewhere? No, we don't. Okay. 15 speed, so we can do this, and then we can do a speed mod here. And the reason I'm doing that is simply to free up speed mods that I can use on other characters. Alright, so let's take this up to 12. See what kind of stats we get. You know, it doesn't matter. We're gonna need to have some of these mods anyway, so just have it. Okay, we improved him to 270 speed. Let's go! Alright, let's do Han next. Make Han do second fastest. Okay. Oh, we lost our filter though. Yikes. Mod character. Yeah, it's sorted by speed. Why the heck did it... How did it get unsorted last time? I don't know. 10 speed, the best we got. Oof. 9 speed from Vader. Take that. Take this 16 speed one that we... Oh! That one's not done yet. We still got... still had another chance to improve it. Okay, Akbar's got a 12 speed mod. We'll take that. A 10 speed, 9, 8. We'll take the 9 from here. We'll take the 9 from here. Sure. That gives us our speed set. And then we're in the same boat we were last time, right? So what's this? That's a 10 speed mod. This is an 8 speed mod. We can do that. And then just go for another speed arrow. Assign. Okay. You know what? We really need to be making mod sets for these two. Let's make a new thing called Raid. Alright. And we'll start creating some loadouts. And then what we can do is we can swap those loadouts between characters if we want to optimize our score. Okay, so let's go back to Gideon then. And we will make a loadout from this as well. Create a loadout. Cool. All right, who do we want to be our third fastest character in the account for right now? Should it be a Phoenix maybe? We also need to level up Tarkin. Let's go ahead and promote him, burn through some money. Are we done with him? No, we still got 3 more purchases to make for him out of the shop. Okay, fine. Paplu, low gray. Hey Dale, are you and Nooch going to do another collab soon? You know, we keep saying that we are. I've reached out to him once a little while back, and he said he was interested, but then we never did end up getting together. So I'm definitely interested in working with him. I guess our schedules just aren't lining up. What would you guys want to see us do? What would be your preferred content if we do another collab? Got any preferences? Anything you'd like to see us do or cover? You know what? Let's skip the mods that are in loadouts. Okay, so we can put this one on just because it's fast. 9 speed here. 15 speed here. Okay. That's a gimme. Give me that mod. Rex has a 10 speed. Vader has an 11 speed. 10's good enough. Alright, and this mod is 8 speed. But it's kind of the best that we have. So we need a speed mod here. This one's 9 speed. And then we already got a speed mod here. That's fine. So we'll confirm that and make a loadout from it. Okay. So now we're just going to go back and fix the guys that we messed up by stealing mods from them. Just give them any old mod back. Empty mod slots. Show the mods. Alright. And then we will filter mod characters. This will give us stuff that's not on a character and also not in a loadout. Okay, so what did we do with Asajj? We were just putting offensive stats on Asajj, right? Anything that helped her hit hard. That's got offense and percent offense, and it's a potency. So that's good. Oh, look at that. We hit more flat offense. Fine by me. Take that on Asajj. I should have used the over arrow, should I have not. Speed mod here. Fine, we'll take that. Confirm it. And we'll go the over arrow this way. Captain Rex, we need a speed mod. Take this one. Anything that's got 5 speed on it, we can eventually at some point give it a try with slicing. Okay. Ewok speed mod here. That's fine, we'll take that. Confirm it. Okay. Zeb, we need any mod. Defense is what he's got. We'll take that. Take it up to 15. Hope to hit speed. Oh, no, we don't. I will. Alright, Harrison Dula needs a speed mod here. Offense, fine. Good enough. Keep moving. Paplu. Just keep putting on good mods here. At least good for what we've got at this stage of the game. That's crit chance with 5 speed. We'll eventually take a poke at that. Alright, so that's it. That's all the characters that we stole the mod from. And now we're back in business. Alright, having built the Han, when we go to the raid, we should see that we have 9 characters that we can fight with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so let's start with the fastest guys we've got, right? Gideon has the good mod set. Han Solo has a good mod set. But we don't want to put in Piet. We don't want to put Piet in here. That would be overkill. So the question is, if we put just a random Ewok in here. Oh, that's interesting. We've actually got 3 Ewoks, so we have to put an Ewok in each team, right? We have one more team where we can do an Imperial, Rebel, and Ewok. Paploo is pretty weak, but what we can do, in theory, is go in here and assign a loadout to Paploo. We'll put Piet's mods on him for now. Okay. Confirm that. Promotion. Promotion doesn't affect his speed or any of this, right? What affects the raid? What affects the raid? Do skills affect the raid, guys? Does anybody know? I don't think your actual skills do they? Any skill that affects your stats would affect the raid. But like if you get 15% on a basic, that doesn't translate into 15% more on a basic for the raid. I don't think. Okay, let's take this into battle. See what we can get done. So Justin says a farming guide of what teams are most useful in the early and mid game for GAC that get you holds or are worth returning, getting as a new or returning player. Okay. In a world of light speed bundles, are farming guides even needed anymore? That right there is a legit question. It certainly is. I think the answer is maybe. So one of the things that farming guides do for people, it's hard to know when you're new to a game. One of the things that always, like, I want to think about, am I, getting stuff done efficiently? So if I have 1 million of something, credits, crystals, whatever it is in the game that I'm playing, and I spend them on something, am I doing the right thing? Am I working on the right stuff? And that, I think, is the value of a new player guide for somebody who has experience with the game to say, okay, based on what I know, here's the deal. This is what's good. And then if you farm geos, you don't have to ask yourself, are the geos good? You kind of already had confirmation of that. Hey, I made this build guide. The geos are good. So I think the value of a new player guide is mostly just that people can be confident that they're building the right thing and making good use of their resources. So for that reason, yes, should be a new player guide. But the new player guide for me, I mean, if you don't buy the Hyperdrive bundle in 2024, boy, I'm telling you, it's awful. Leveling up to 85 has been so slow for this account. I'm at day 95 already, and on the Loquitur account 3 years ago, I was already done. I was already at level 85 on day 95. And this account, because I don't get any fleet crystals, it's straight up struggle bus. Can I kill this guy or not? Let's do some... Yeah. 258. Out of 300. Again, these are, trash tier characters. So I don't think I'm going to do much better than 258. I feel like if I get over 250, I should just lock it in. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to lock this in. And then we're going to try a little experiment. Experimente. So we're going to submit this one. I think a discussion of your new discoveries, going through the early game new player experiences again. It would be fun to review each other, all accounts, and tell each other what could be done next. We kind of agreed to do sort of a roast on each other's account at some point. And I went on his stream and kind of roasted his account a little bit. And he looked through mine and kind of roasted my account a little bit. And it didn't seem to go over very well with the community. Like, I got more questions of why we were talking to each other like that than I did, like, hey guys, that was funny. Do you guys like the sarcastic, like, poking fun at each other, making dad jokes and stuff like that? I thought that all kind of went together as kind of a given. But, the community didn't have as good of a response to it as I thought. So, you guys, you like that stuff or you don't like that stuff? It seemed inappropriate for us to be, like, roasting each other. We'd love to see your opinions on the best teams for ROTE to be able to complete to Relic 9 with minimum squads. Yeah, my opinion on ROTE is probably pretty lame. The actual combats net you so little extra value. Doing the operations is absolutely the key. So in ROTE, it's much less about whether or not you have the teams to do the battles, and it's much more, for every one of those operations you complete, it's as much as you get from everybody's battle contributions all together. So building teams to actually win in ROTE seems, to me at least, to be less relevant than helping your guild with the right characters to fill those operations, especially in the mid game. Now, late game, having the right teams is a big deal, but in the mid game where you're sort of using your GP to get your stars, to me, it's more about building the right characters for the operations. But yeah, that's something we could talk about. Did you see the Christmas update? 3v3 territory war for the last TW of the year. Are you kidding me? Is that real? Are you Dank, are you pulling my leg? Man, I hate 3v3s. DL used the Wookiee bot. It will tell you what teams work best. So no. If you read the terms of service, technically any third-party software is not allowed. I don't know what Wookiee bot is. I honestly don't know, but I tend to shy away from using bots. It doesn't interact with the game, does it? Is it just something where you like go on there and enter? I honestly don't know what Wookiee bot does. I don't have it. I don't know it. It's probably on my Discord and I just didn't know it. But no, I think it's pretty safe to say that if you put, in my case, at least one trooper, at least one rebel, and then an Ewok, that would be likely to be your highest scoring team. I mean, we got 260 out of 300, so that's about as well as you can do. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that Ewoks mods onto Piet, And we're going to do a run like this with worse mods. And then we're going to come back again, and we're going to do the run again with changing out the mod sets. And we're going to see how much of a difference that makes at this trash tier level of team. So let's go take a look. All right. So if you guys know of a team that works better than what I'm doing, because I'm just stacking evasion and using it to power up the troopers' skills and get kills that way. That still seems to be the most efficient way to do this event. But if there's like a particular Ewok team where like Ewok synergy just goes crazy, let me know. Always interested to hear that stuff. So we've got enough stacks of evasion right now that Piet's one shot and stuff. That's pretty nice. Some repairs. We've got our first Shadow Trooper, and we're only at 29% rage. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Alright, more evasion stacks, more healing with rebels. We'll just do damage here, get the Shadow Trooper out. Then we can stack our evasion. Stack it also on Piet. And get this guy out of here. The Ewok's getting killed. 22 life on the Ewok now. Alright. Take that out. And we'll stack evasion where we can. 82%, and we're still okay on life. So I think this is going to be another pretty... This is surprising me, because I thought with worse mods like this that we would really get a worse score. But it looks like we're going to do fairly well here. 255. All right. So we're going to discard that. And then we're going to pick the same team. The Elder. Okay. And then we're going to put good mods onto these characters. I'm wasting money right and left. I'm just throwing away currency. So let's put Piet's mods back on Piet. He was one of our fastest 3. So we'll do that. And confirm it. Then we will go to Syndulla. Look at her mods. Assign a loadout. Create a loadout. Save her mods. Then we'll give her the Han Solo mods. Actually, we'll give her the Moff Gideon mods. Why not? Best mod set. You know what? We're not going to do that because the Ewok actually has more relevant skills. So let's do the Han Solo here. Okay. And then we'll put the Gideon mods onto Elder, who will probably benefit the least from them, but it'll put it in the same ballpark as all the rest of our characters. So here we go. Oh no! We have to revert that. We have to revert that. Yes, revert it. Because we have to create a loadout first. And save that loadout before we change it over. So that we can get it back later. Okay. So now, with the speeds improved on all three of these characters, let's see if we do better than 255. Let's see if that makes any difference at all. Dank Ideal says, no, I'm just trolling. If they did a one-time 3v3 TW, I'd be down. Would be kind of hilarious, honestly. Yeah, but if they did that, then they would immediately follow it up by saying, players enjoyed the 3v3 TW, so we're going to put it on a rotation, and every other TW is now going to be lame. So they would directly interpret that as us having a fantastic time with the new content and wanting 3v3 for Territory Wars. So I'm not willing to take a risk on their misinterpretation. I don't want it ever. I don't want them to work on it. I don't want them to put it in. The idea of 3v3 is good. I don't mind the idea of breaking things up a little bit in GAC. I just don't want to play it all the time. That's the problem. I just don't want to play it all the time. Every other GAC is just annoying. It's just annoying. Okay, 42 stacks of evasion on each one of these. So, it's pretty good evasion stacks. We one-shotted him at 92. So, I mean, it's basically going the same as it was last time. I don't feel like the speed is helping us that much. This is strange. We're already at 69% enragement. Is that a word, enragement? 81% now. Getting a kill on those shadow troopers is responsible for a lot of rage. 90? Yeah, so when we kill this guy, they will be enraged. There it is. Yeah, so we got 255 with the other mods. We got 256. Changing them out. Right? Wow. That's surprising. Let me see if I can figure out the logic behind that. Yeah. So basically it all comes down to the number of guys that you kill. And if you're slower about killing them, their turns don't necessarily make that much of a difference on the enrage meter overall. It just means that you take more damage during the run. So making yourself faster only means that you take more damage during the run. Because they get more turns and they get to damage you more. Which is more evasion stacks, but if you're already stacking your evasion high enough, yeah, I guess. That's lame. That seems lame to me. That remodding for speed doesn't even help. It does nothing. Huh. Well, how do you like that? All right, now and then we got this garbage team here at the end. We don't have a rebel on here, so this is going to be not as good. Not as fantastic. I'm predicting 160. Let's see if we can get 160 out of this. Be happy with that. All right, we'll do evasion. We're going to do the area effect here because we can. Distract, sideswipe, timber, and gain stacks of jam. I'm just going to mess around with this because if we gain stacks of jam, then we may be able to delay the arrival of the shadow troopers by a turn or two. So we'll see. And I got to do the evasions whenever they're up. All right. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Okay. Yeah, let's do a stack of jam just for the fun of it. 1 stack of jelly, 1 stack of jam. No relic, no rebel to heal us up, so we're at 14 life on this guy already. So, in this particular instance, our Veers is probably going to die before we get where we need to go. Give him some evasion stacks when I can, but it's going to be hard keeping him alive. Okay, we did delay. The stacks of jam went away right there, but we did delay the arrival of the Shadow Trooper by 1 round. By 2 rounds. Look at that. Delayed it by 2 rounds. Oh, Veers goes. Slater Veers. Evasion stacks are pretty much gone. 71% on the rage meter. $160. Yeah, that's what I thought we'd get, and we're gonna die right here. We'll take a big hit. Oh, down to 4. Well, we'll pick him off and go to 195. Okay. Now we'll run the test again. Discard and retry. 195 with that team. So now we'll do Veers, Stark, Low Gray, and let's assign a loadout. Give him a loadout. And we want Veers to be the fastest, so we'll put Gideon's mods onto him. Okay, how much speed do we gain? 60 speed, went to 211. Okay. And we'll go for Stark. Stark. The C and the K in his name really looks weird to me. I don't know if that looks weird to all y'all, but whenever I see it, it makes me want to pronounce his name Stark. Put a little extra emphasis on the Han Swolo. Alright, and then we're gonna go here to Low Gray and put on Piet. Sign loadout. So the other thing we could do here is I could make a crit chance, crit damage set. So crit chance gives you a chance to gain a cooldown, and the crit damage gives you a chance when you gain that cooldown to gain some turn meter. So we could try just skipping the whole idea of speed mods and just, you know, do a crit chance, crit damage set and see if that makes a difference at low level. $3v3 territory war would be worse than 5v5. It's already a terrible game mode. You don't like territory wars as a game mode? Really? I mean, territory wars is just a wall of PvP. There's not much finesse, I guess you could say. It's just kind of strategic where you put your stuff, and then you know, everybody just takes in their teams and smashes their heads together, kind of thing. But I think it's an okay game mode. It's more of a check on the organization of your guild than anything, I think. Yeah, we're already on these Shadow Troopers. So let's gather some stacks of jam and see if we can make it so that the next wave is not Shadow Trooper. This is going really badly. Like, we're definitely gonna end up with a worse score. Well, maybe not. Maybe not, but I feel like we're gonna end up with a worse score here. Nope. Even with all those jam stacks, still got the Shadow Scout. Didn't make a difference. Okay, let's stack some evasion now, boys. Okay, 158. We're hanging in there. Now somehow we didn't get a Shadow Trooper. What is going on here? Alright, pick him off, 175. So we're at 80%. I'm not even going to pretend to understand this. Like, we got a bunch of stacks of jam, and we had to fight a bunch of the Shadow Troopers. The jam stacks are gone, and now somehow we are getting not Shadow Troopers. Interesting. So the thing about the Shadow Troopers, guys, is less about the Shadow Trooper, his score, or whatever, and it's more about the amount of rage that the Shadow Troopers give. So if you can avoid the Shadow Troopers for a couple rounds, it keeps them under the enrage threshold for longer. So we got a good score improvement there. So the mods made a difference with that team. Interesting. Look at this. Garbage account. Not even level 85 yet. And we've already contributed 764,000 to our guild. Much more than our prior attempt. Almost to that 800 level where we're going to get another chunk of change. Develop another set of teams, get another 3 characters up and running. Akbar's almost ready to go. So I need to figure out 2 more characters to get in there. I need 1 more team, and I can cross that 800,000 threshold. And, that'll be nice. Where am I at on my guild? Look at that. I mean, Johnny Jr. obviously is going to wreck it. But, it's early in the raid. Nobody's played. Look at that. I'm number 6. I can say I'm number 6. Makes it sound good. You don't want jam. It's either broken or will lower your score. Yeah, it took effect. But it took effect like... So if I'm thinking about this mathematically... What I would say is that I added stacks of jam on a particular level, and as soon as it refilled, it had the Shadow Scout in there. So it's almost like when you defeat a wave, it's already preloading what comes next. But then when I had the jam stacks, I defeated that wave, and then what came next wasn't a Shadow Scout. So it's like the jam had effect, but it had effect a couple waves in the future. Oddly enough. I obviously have no basis in which to state that that's true or not, but that seems to be what happened. But it worked. I mean, we got a couple more waves without Shadow Scouts, and because of that, we got a better score than we did the first time. We just got, barely over 200 the first time and got 255 the second time, same as all of our other teams. Yeah. But okay, I don't think it's statistically significant. I'm not sure that changing mods is worth it. Not sure. Alright, let's look for more characters with empty mod slots. We'll assign a loadout. We'll assign the Han Solo to Han Solo. And we should be able to just confirm these and walk down one by one, picking the right loadout. Give Syndulla hers. Move on to next. Give Moff Gideon his. That'll steal him away from Veers. And we'll have to fix Veers. Papilou. Okay, let's go. And this is where if you're willing to use, you know, a third-party remodding software, it makes everything easier. I don't use Hot Utils or other third-party softwares that interact with the game. So, wait, what? Oh man, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Everybody needs to be remodded. I mean, the most it can be is 9 characters, right? Okay. Veers. Is that it? Or do we have one more that is now unmodded? I think we have one more. Yeah, I gotta go back and fix low gray. T, low gray, hot. And we forgot to make a loadout from low gray. Wah, wah, wah. So here we go. Putting mods on low gray. Trash. Speed mod? Anywhere? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone? Sure, why not? Health mod with a bunch of protection. That's not bad, right? Speed mod. That's got health on it. What? Do that, and then we can take a speed mod of any kind here. Get our speed set. Take that up to 15. That's pretty lame. I didn't realize that mod had no speed. That was bad on our part. Wasn't paying attention. Alright, let's make a loadout from that so that we don't make the same mistake again in the future. And we get raid mods that we can play with with those teams. Alright, so who do I need? Let's go back down to squads. Let's go to the raid squads. And let's see what we can do here. So for the last squad, we would really like there to be a rebel here. We'll put Akbar in. He doesn't show up because he's already in another group. Okay. What are we going to do here? Let's take Akbar out of this and put in Han here as our rebel. So that can be a team. This can be a team, that can be a team. Kick Paplu out of here and add Akbar in. Okay, all the attackers go in because Ak is attack. Yikes. Alright, so create a new squad. We have Paplu left. And let's take a look at who all can be in the raid. Enter the raid. And look at the units. So Chewbacca, I think we're too far out on. Nisa, I don't really think we're going to get her. So the rebel that I might want, I'm farming Iden Versio, so I'll have that at some point. So I think we got to get Wedge. I think he's the easiest rebel. We need another trooper. If there's an easy trooper for us to grab. Stormtrooper? Okay, so we get Stormtrooper, Wedge, and Paplu. Wedge. Does Wedge have a leadership? He does, doesn't he? Yeah, he's got some kind of leadership. Okay. So we have Wedge. We have Pap. And we have Storm. That's First Order Stormtrooper, right? Yeah, okay. I thought I recognized the subtle difference in his helmet. Alright, get 800, bro. Alright, so we'll build another team. We gotta buy a lot of Wedge. I didn't get him taken care of. So we gotta finish out Akbar, we gotta finish out Wedge, get the Stormtrooper up and running. It might be a few weeks before we get that team, but we'll earmark that team and make that as our move to try to get to 800,000 contribution. I mean, I don't know. I feel like 800,000 is pretty good when I'm level 81. Seems all right to me. How good is that? Let's say, let's just take that and extend it out across 50 people. So if you had 800,000 times 50 people, that would put you at 40 million. The next box is at 44, isn't it? I think. $36. Okay, it goes from 36 to 108. So yeah, if everybody can do 800, then we get the 36 box. Nice. Nothing wrong with that. Let's take a look at that again. 1,500. That's equal to 750. And we used to get 750 on the crate raid. That's what most people were getting in mid-game guilds. So we can get the 750 virtual box with a starter guild. That's pretty cool. That's a big jump. We've got to take a big jump from there. All right, let's go take a look at fleet really quick. I don't think there's much that I can do with fleet. Ships, I mean. We've leveled up some ships. We've got our capital ship maxed out now. We're at 80. We just hit level 81, so we can take this to 81. But we're trying to keep our capital ship maxed out because it's just so much credits for that. So many credits. Yeah, I don't think any of that's worth leveling up right now. So we'll leave the Executrix alone. And then, you know, the rest of these ships, we're just doing the best we can. They're still mid-70s. Can't really afford to level them up all the way to 80. But building up the characters, everybody's waiting on levels. Not a whole lot we can do really with the gear. I don't want to invest more in Phoenix right now. I could hit this button, but I don't know. I don't feel like Phoenix are worthy of that gear. I feel like we just wait for the pilots, and when the pilots get green pluses, we just put it on the pilots, keep our fleet going, go from there. What does Kylo need? Oh, he's missing the Mark 7s. That's the old raid only stuff. So we're missing some Mark 7s, and we're missing just generically these Mark 5 syringes. I think we can pick those up out of the raid store. I think that's one of the things we can buy. So when this raid pays out, we'll start taking a look for some of that gear. We'll keep building our Han Solo up. We'll keep building the Ewoks to 7 stars. And I don't think there's any more Rebels or anything that we can grab out of that shop. So we're pretty much stuck. And then I just have to remember, Wedge was in Galactic War, right? I just got to remember to buy him. Just got to remember to click that button every time the shop is up. And get that Wedge going. Stormtrooper is Cantina, I think. All right. Yeah, there's Stormtrooper in the Cantina. We can grab him. Start grabbing those shards. Yeah, so we'll have another team pretty soon. It'll be good. Get past that 800 contribution, grab ourselves some more free currency. It's the snowball effect, guys. You know, once we get the 800, then we'll get the 800 every time. And well, that single payout on a raid where you go, okay, you know, that gets me, you know, another 200 of the basic and 80 of the Mark III, or 202s and 83s. It doesn't seem like that much, but it's that for the rest of the time that this raid is up, you know. So once you pass that marker, if you can get it every time, you know, over the course of weeks and months, it all adds up. All adds up. Okay. I saw your review on Nooch's stream the other day. I didn't realize he wasn't Relic 7. Makes sense to have one in my guild as well. Johnny says, my testing on my main account, changing mods, can be worth like 10% more damage. It's not massive. Hey, Dale, are you planning on doing roster review for donations? I'm not going to do roster reviews tonight. I will do them again Wednesday when we do the GAC streams. On the weekends, there's been time in the GAC streams to get that done, and I've got some other stuff on my agenda for tonight. So we're not doing roster reviews tonight, but come back on Wednesday, and I'll help you out on Wednesday. All right. 216 each for 108, says Jar Jar Binks. Huh. Oh, you guys are, I think, talking about something else. All right, so I'm going to wrap the stream up there for the night. That kind of gives you a feeling for where we're at with the Lex Talionis stuff. We were level 80 last week, and we spent the whole week getting one level. Man, it's awful. Always in the past, I could have been getting like 100 or 200 crystals a day out of the fleet arena. That would be, 2 or 3 more refreshes a day that I'd be doing. That's all experience that would be going into the account and leveling up. And man, without that arena participation, without that fleet arena crystals, I can't see any reason why. I really can't recommend skipping the Hyperdrive bundle. I honestly don't see a single point that's a con, or let's say I don't see something that says, well, if you go 1 to 85, you'd get more mods. Well, in the same time period, you would get more mods if you were already level 85. you'd have the same amount of mods that you would have farmed anyway, right? Time-wise, not respective to your GP or whatever. So there's no real advantage there. You get into the events sooner. Yeah, I just feel like you can't play. You can't play this way. There's not an efficient way to guarantee that you get those fleet crystals. And I understand that, like, my fleet shard is exactly the one where everybody could buy those Radis packs, and it just completely wrecks my fleet shard. So I get that in the case of Lex, that's the case. But there's no guarantee. There's nothing to say that every time they come out with Lightspeed bundles in the future that there won't be more ships somewhere in those packs. And every time they introduce packs with ships, everybody that buys them is just going to raffle stomp all over all the new accounts. And it just takes way too long to get caught back up. So unless you're a high school kid and your parents won't pay for the Hyperdrive bundle, something like that, man, I think everybody just has to start with the Hyperdrive bundle. That's the biggest piece of advice that I can get from this whole experiment with Lex Talionis. So I think what I'm going to do for my 2024 starting guides, the starting guides will start from the standpoint of Hyperdrive bundle. I'll do a 1 to 85 guide, but it'll be kind of a standalone guide for how to get yourself from 1 to 85. And then the actual player guides for 2024 are just going to be Hyperdrive into Executor or Hyperdrive into Profundity. I still think those are the two very best routes to start your account. All right, guys, let's say goodnight here. Thank you all for coming out and watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. It's always fun to have these streams and interact and talk to people. So hope to see you back here soon. We'll be back on Wednesdays streaming the GAC. Thank you all for coming. Please remember to hit that like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe, notification bell, Discord, link down below, all that stuff. You guys know the drill. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next Holocron.